Hey guys, we're back with a daily puzzle. Today will be the July 20th daily puzzle. Today is Friday, so I'll be out for the weekend, so this might be the last daily puzzle of the week, and I might see you guys back on Monday unless plans change, but hopefully we can fit in other videos over the weekend. But today I'll also be doing Tactics Trainer, and yeah, so let's get on with it. Here we can see that it's a bishop and a knight versus a bishop and two knights and a rook. However, we can grab the rook simply with one move, and that is bishop to g3. Bishop g3 skewers the king to the rook. After the king moves, the bishop will simply capture this rook. However, notice in the process of capturing that rook, we lost one of our own, which is our knight. And now it is a bishop versus a bishop and two knights. Now it's impossible to checkmate with their combo, so we know we have to draw, right? So how do we draw? Well, we know that a bishop and a knight is enough to win the game, so we cannot trade. However, we know a bishop, two knights and versus a king. Two knights and a king versus a king cannot checkmate. A bishop and a knight can checkmate. So we have to use our endgame logic here. We have to realize that a bishop and a knight can checkmate. A knight and a knight cannot checkmate. If we left it, if we traded these bishops, if we traded them and they were both off the board, it would be a draw right now because it is insufficient material to checkmate. Hence, we would win the tactic. How do we trade those two bishops? Well, first, we have to come up with a plan on how we can form an attack and then maybe later trade off those bishops. So, if you notice here, there's another pin. What we can do is move our bishop here, and that pins the knight to the king. So, let's move it here. I think that's a pretty reasonable move. Okay, so he played a check, and we want to force ourselves in the corner. Remember that when we're stalemating, right? When we're achieving a draw, right? We want to go for that stalemate. Just in case, there's that chance for him to win. We want to go for a stalemate so that we know definitely we have even more of a chance. It's just a little reassurance there. So going into the corner and trapping our king, making sure that this king cannot move. Notice in the corner it cannot move. That would be perfect. We could remove the bishop off the board and it's a draw. Makes it a lot easier. So let's move king h1. Indeed, he did move his bishop to protect that knight. Now that pin is a little lighter on the attack. However, we could come up with one move that would result in a draw. And notice here, our king is, incapable of moving. So we are limited to two options, and that is moving our bishop to b6 or b8. Moving our bishop to b6 is not really doing much. It's just keeping the pin. That's all right, but it's not doing much. Notice bishop b8 feels like it's a little more dangerous, but what it's actually doing is it's forcing us to give up the bishop so that we have a stalemate formed. Our king cannot move, and no other piece cannot move, and hence we have a stalemate and a draw. So bishop b8 is much better. Now notice we're also attacking that bishop, so at the very worst we're trading these two bishops off, and it's a draw. Two knights and a king versus a king is a draw. So bishop b8 would be the move, and that is solved. Notice this bishop cannot come out of this diagonal as it is blocked by two knights. Perfectly well positioned knights, just enough to form a good tactic. And this bishop, I guess it would be forced to capture if it didn't capture, if a knight protected it. This bishop cannot move off this diagonal, so it has to move along this diagonal. If it moved here, trading those bishops is exactly what we want. Even just simply sacking those bishops, sacking this bishop, this is a draw. Even guarding it with the knight, again, this is a draw. Our computer evaluation is 0.00, or nearly 0.00, indicating that it is a draw indeed. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the tactic. Good puzzle, good puzzle. In the worst situation possible, you know you're down material, you want to go for that draw. Still remain sturdy, strive for the best. Always do the best you can. Because that's what chess is about, right? Even when you lose a whole queen, we still might be able to mate, right? Or at the very least draw, like this case. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll see you on the next one. We'll also be doing a tactics trainer, so that'll be my next video. I'll do that in a couple minutes. And I'll see you on the daily puzzle. Maybe, hopefully tomorrow. If not, maybe Monday. Alright? I'll see you guys in 3 days. Have a good weekend. Chillax. And enjoy chess. Alright? Take care. Bye.